Now at this point, I think it's pretty much apparent that Disney and Lucasfilm realized the backlash after The Last Jedi, and even partially for The Rise of Skywalker, and exactly where they stand for the Star Wars franchise for the years to come. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, there's no doubt in saying that, of course, Kathleen Kennedy has been very poor at her leadership skills as head of Lucasfilm, as the president of all things Star Wars, as we have seen with The Last Jedi and even The Rise of Skywalker, because she is the one who initiated a majority of these reshoots and these rewrites in late 2018, leading into mid-2019 as well, to really create a different version of Episode 9, to create a different tone for The Rise of Skywalker, to really make it cater toward the common moviegoer and or to the general audience per se, right? So when we examine what they are trying to do with different types of media for The Rise of Skywalker, this is where Disney actually has a great fear for the Star Wars fans and exactly what it really has to do with Disney's CEO, Bob Iger. I don't know if you guys knew, but next year, 2021, it's going to be a big year. The CEO of Disney is going to be leaving Star Wars, leaving Marvel, and just everything related to Disney, and a new CEO is going to take over. Not just that, but CEO Bob Iger is also looking for a replacement of Kathleen Kennedy for sometime next year in 2021 to leave behind a better legacy for Star Wars, aside from Kathleen Kennedy, you know, pretty much taking control over once again. Now, with that being said, everything related to Disney Star Wars. Now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are moving on to their new Star Wars universe, as well as their new trilogy of films, for the future of the franchise to be successful for the Star Wars community. Now, it's noted that Disney currently has major plans to fix the Star Wars franchise and to make this the great decade of Star Wars material. However, it's noted that Disney is said to be afraid of the fans about the truth of the production of The Rise of Skywalker, and that they are said to have come to a decision to not include any of the major deleted scenes on the Blu-ray edition of the film or the Disney Plus version of the movie, and plan to only release these scenes many years from now until the Star Wars franchise lands back on its feet. Now, it's noted that Disney is afraid of the fans to release the deleted or partially filmed scenes for Palpatine, Anakin Skywalker, Luke, and more onto the Blu-ray, as that would be them admitting to their failure with the sequel trilogy, and that they are saving such deleted scenes to be released some years down the road on a future special version of the Skywalker saga on disc or another format of what will be the standard some years later. Now, it's explained that Disney wants to not release the major deleted scenes in fear that it would actually make matters worse for Star Wars, just as they are developing their new Star Wars universe of films, where of course that's going to consist of TV shows, books, novels, and more. With this plan by Disney is actually said to have been initiated by Disney CEO Bob Iger to protect the Star Wars brand and to not reveal incomplete scenes or major deleted scenes that were central to the story before the major reshoots of the film back in late 2018 and mid-2019. So let me just say something right here, right now, is that I believe the first step to really gaining trust for the fans is to admit your failure, to really admit to your mistakes, and to not really hide your mistakes, right? To include those deleted scenes on disc and to not save them for years later until Star Wars is more successful, where fans aren't as bitter, and once you release those scenes later down the road, they figure that it'll be all fine and okay then. To me, I think that by releasing them now is a better idea and is a more healthy state for Star Wars, in order for Disney to admit their failure and to show the fans of what really could have been for Episode 9 before those major reshoots. Of course, everything related to the scenes for characters like Palpatine, Anakin, Luke, and more. So, obviously this plays a large role into why the novelization was delayed, as to why the art book was delayed for The Rise of Skywalker. This was all supposed to come out in the November to December range of 2019, all of which were deleted, or should I say delayed, I should say, until later this year in 2020 in March. You can see that they were changing a lot of aspects for the artwork and for some of the canon material in the novelization. They had to rewrite elements of the novelization. Even the audiobook of the novelization of Episode 9, I believe, was canceled. So far, we're only getting the novel and we're getting the art book. That's going to all come out next month, which really isn't all that far off. To my knowledge, if I'm correct, last time I heard, it was actually on Amazon. The Blu-ray edition of the film is going to be dropping on March 13th, and without deleted scenes, I feel like the value of this Blu-ray kind of really goes down. At least for the major deleted scenes. They may have minor deleted scenes on there, but the major deleted scenes for the major characters and the big sequences in the movie before the reshoots, it really tells us, the fans, that this version of Star Wars, this Blu-ray, isn't quite as good. In fact, I think it's pretty safe to say the fact that J.J. Abrams apparently has declined to do a commentary for Episode 9, it also decreases the quality of the disc version of The Rise of Skywalker. Now, sure, people are going to want to buy this because they want to watch the movie in their homes, and that's fine. They're going to most likely get it on Disney Plus because Disney Plus usually upgrades the quality of these movies, and it's just easier to get to. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I'm not the one. From night to moon, we